All right, we should be good to go, I think. Let me know if everything sounds okay. The Shifty Nomad, what's up? Ruby, how's it going, man? Good to see you guys. All right, I haven't logged in for a little bit, so my resources are pretty much full, but we'll get cruising here in a minute. What's up, Darwin? Good to see ya. Andre, hey. I have all my heroes arrested as well because we're gonna finish equipping them here because I had a market ban for not spending gems because of buying gems the other day. Well, not directly, but like through a pack, I got 350 gems, so that means I was locked out of the market for 2 days. So I haven't been able to finish equipping any of my heroes. So I haven't been able to get enchants for this. No enchants here, no enchants here. A couple of them are even missing items. Hold on. Yeah, so, see, like I haven't been able to get the items that I want for these. So we'll be buying those on stream today too, which will be fun. What's up, Arjun? Good to see you, man. EV Gaming, what's up? No, I'm doing good, man. It's been a good week. All right, let's get cruising with crafting, and then I'll just catch up on resources here, and then we'll get rolling. I've crafted 2 purple mountain mitts so far, and probably 5 blues or so, and no legendaries at this point. I killed a couple more flies since then. What's up, Scotty? Good to see you, man. Yes, I have been active in that, so hopefully we're doing better today. So my workers, so I got 2 new workers obviously when we went pay to play. So they're at 26 each, level 26. So they're getting there, but still quite a bit slower than everything should be, but all good. Just a bit of extra energy I gotta spend to speed everything up. All right, so here's pretty much what it looks like as well. So with guns, I have mastered up to tier 6. Or sorry, crossbows is tier 6 is done. Guns, this is my last tier 7, and that one's mastered. So keep cruising here. And then wands is done at tier 6 as well. What's up, Antrax? And we got chiseled runestones mastered. We got these mountain mitts mastered, and then we've just been working on mastering tier 7s. I have these 2 out just for pre-crafts for everything. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Unbookmark that. Hi, hi, baby. She's so cute. Oh, did he really? That's actually a good idea. I didn't even think of it. Yeah, you can obviously upgrade the, like if you craft an epic, you can upgrade to legendary for gems. I just never think of that stuff. I've never done it before. What's up, Ace? Good to see you, man. What all did I get? Yeah, so I got merchant. What are we gonna go with? We'll go with this. Nice, more leather. Sorry, I'm just really behind on crafting right now. Yeah, so we got Royal Merchant, as you can see. And then we got both workers, so my workers are leveled up to 26 at this point. And then we got 1 pack as well so that I could craft the mountain mitts. So that's all we got, but it's been awesome so far. I've been loving it. Super fun. On the 3 new lines I have mastered up to tier 6 and working on tier 7 right now. Probably once we get cruising and caught up with stuff, we'll start putting up some bins away as well. There's another one mastered. Yeah, the runestones have been so good, and my thought was that because I have these mountain mitts and I ascended them all the way, and they're going to be one of my main crafts because it's the only like really good best in slot that I have, that I'm really going to be like focused on crafting those probably for a long time. So it just made sense for me to ascend the runestones because that'll be another, well, really my only good option for a no tier 3 herb craft. So That's what I'm going to stick with. I think it's going to work out really well. Because I have so many bins out and I had max, we're just trying to craft as much stuff as possible right now. Holy, really? Pretty much just rush everything. So good. Oh, nice. Those are pretty cheap. Normally those are like super expensive. What's up, Darwin? Yes, Haggle is on. I don't see it yet, but I just haven't switched screens, so maybe that's why. Yeah, there we go. Haggle's on. Good stuff. So everything's 25% less, which will be super nice. Which means we can keep more bins out and not worry about it too much. It's gonna be sweet. I kind of wish there was an event where it costed less energy to speed up crafts. That would actually be a really cool event. Okay, so do I have, yeah, I've got lots. Good. We'll do 3 more mitts. Ooh, I didn't realize. Shoot, we're probably gonna run out of tier 3 now because I rushed those. I didn't really think about it. It's all good. Cool, alright, so we're caught up for the most part other than wood, but we're short on that, which I can... Yeah, I'll fill that up later. Cool. Sweet, so for those of you just jumping in, I didn't send out my heroes because I haven't been able to spend gems for 2 days because that first time spending money on Steam market lockout was there. So now that that's gone, we're going to jump in market and spend some gems finishing equipping all my heroes, which will be fun. Who's this? Rega, what a hero. Thanks, buddy. So good. All right, let's do it. So obviously these 3 are decked out. So this one I want a epic air. Good. And an epic walrus. Should be the one at the end. Nope. Oh, 10.5 mil or 37 gems. That's like 300k each. I'll spend the gold. Nice. We're doing walrus on everyone just because I like the health bonus. They're not going to die as easily, and with the reduced break chance, then I'm obviously saving a lot of money in the long term as well. So we're doing that on everyone. So this we're going to go with blue, epic. Probably won't be another walrus. Yeah, 38. Okay. I know it looks weird, Kelvin. Normally I wouldn't do that. Like on my main dancer, I don't have walrus, but yeah, normally of course you'd want the evasion. Oh no, I did that wrong. But it doesn't matter because it's a spellblade. Thank goodness. Okay. Yeah, normally I wouldn't do that, obviously, but the only reason that I'm doing it is because I want these all to be cost effective. And I don't really care. My only goal with these guys is not that they can finish every single piece of content or whatever. Like I have 3 beast heroes that can finish any content in the game, so it doesn't matter. So these guys are just my money makers. All I want is for them to make me money. So if they have Walrus, 1, they're more likely to be able to duo, which means I don't have to send as many heroes and I can make more money. And 2, they're not going to die as often. And their break chance is going to be lower, right? So if their break chance is lower, then I have to spend less gold repairing, and it just makes a lot more sense to do it that way. So that's why it looks weird, but I'm just doing walrus on everyone. It's clean across the board, and it's going to be more cost effective. I'm going to be able to make more money long term, so it's just what we're sticking with. For this one, I'm just going to use this blaze because it doesn't matter what element I use, and I've had it... Oh, shoot, never mind. I was thinking it was purple. We might as well stick with water. I've been wanting to do this for a few days, but I haven't been able to with the market lockout, so it'll be nice to have this done, and then I can actually be sending them in duos and making money. I probably spent like $1.5 billion gold buying all this equipment in the first place. So it's kind of nice that I can do the rest of this just with gems because I spent so much of my gold, and I invested about $1.5 billion gold since stream on Tuesday as well. So this is kind of nice. Wonder if we're gonna go below 20k gems. That'd be a little bit sad, but not a huge deal. When I went pay to play, I ended up making like a couple thousand gems with just extra rewards that I was able to claim and stuff. So it kind of feels free because I was down to like 19,000 something gems anyway. So it's all good. Guys, exciting news. They just released the beta today for 5.1, and I'm so excited. It's going to be amazing. There's so much to this new update. It's going to be pretty sweet. This is taking way longer than I thought it was going to. Yes, Chris. No, I still don't even have a timeline for release, but we just got given beta, so normally that's only a few weeks out at the most. So I don't know for sure yet, but oh man, it's awesome. Like, it's not just tier 10, dude. It is like there's a lot of new stuff, lots of changes, lots of new release. Like, it's gonna be sick. I'm so excited. And like even super endgame stuff that's gonna challenge like any player. Like, actually, it's pretty crazy. What's up, DW? Good to see you, man. Ace, I'm in a content creator program with Kabam, so that's why. Just we're like the only ones that get access to beta. I think Equinox Rod was what I wanted. Oh, never mind. This guy has dagger. What am I thinking? Right? Yeah, okay. Maybe it's not. 2000. 2000 and crit for 100 gems versus 6 mil though. I don't really want to spend 100 gems. What is that for ratio though? 6 mil. Only like 140k. Well, there's only one, that's why. Alright, I think I'm just gonna go. Man. Oh, 11 gems. That's for 6 gems. Yeah, we're gonna go with 11 gems instead of 100. And then we're gonna go air and walrus. I wish I had timeline for release, but unfortunately not. Alright, no weapon skills, lots of attack. Berserker. The gun, yeah, this thing is insane. Like, look at that. It has 300 more attack, way more defense. It's just a beast, and this is 12 mil anyway. I don't want to just get it, but I mean, this guy has lots of attack anyway, so it might be fine. Versus 35 gems, 36 gems. We're just gonna get it. It's so awesome. Once we finish this, then I can chat some more. I just want to get it done so we can send some heroes out and get going on some other stuff. There's the new boots out right now too, isn't there? That were up for only gems earlier? Yeah, Vanguard. There we go. Okay, I can use it. Good stuff. Alright. Wands and staffs. Yeah, Equinox. This is just insane. Like, it's so good. I think this is the same skill. Yeah. Okay, so we're going Equinox Rod as well. Yeah, all the new items lately have actually been so good. Like, it's crazy. They've released some really good items. Which will be interesting to see how they compare with the tier 10s, but yeah, there's been some really good stuff. What's up, Alan? Good to see you, man. All the way from Aussie. Good morning. Alright, we gotta be almost done. This has been taking forever. I'm paying way too many gems for these, but that's okay. No, we're gonna go under 20k gems. No, we're not. Alright, we got it. Everyone's done. Okay, cool. Sweet, so what's our lowest power hero? 18k? Yeah, 18.7. Cool. Good stuff. So my thought has been, well, other than like a few exceptions, it's pretty much just send a weak hero with someone strong to make sure to complete the duo and you're good to go. Like this one, pretty much every time he's going to bring back 20 because this guy is just a bump on a log, but he won't die. So that brings back a ton. Then I go Argon with like one of my weakest heroes to make sure that that duo can happen. Then I go usually this guy with her just to make sure that I get everything. Sometimes send with Loot Bugle. And then I've still got like these couple of really good heroes up here, so just send them with a Spellblade that's half decent, and obviously these haven't been like enchanted and stuff, so I don't know how this is all gonna work out in the end, but so far I've only had like one of these parties die, so it's been pretty good so far. Thinking the other thing that might be good is like for me to match up, let's say a Berserker with a Spellblade, you know what I mean? Or like switch up. Like I don't know how it all works, but that's just been a thought. I don't know if it's good or not. Like that's obviously better, but And also, if I just send like this guy with, is that gonna die? Like, I don't even know. This is all so new to me that I don't know if this actually works or not. Like, I don't know if that's gonna work. A red and a yellow, does that work? Are they gonna die? I have no idea, but we're gonna find out. So since this is all new, it's all gonna kind of just be trial by fire and see what happens, I guess. Sweet. So there's 8, and then I've got enough to send like 7 more. It's awesome. Loving it. So in market, I crafted these earlier today. I sold another one of these same ones earlier today, but they sold for like 70 something gems, I think. That was just a random craft, seeing if it'll sell. And this I got from a chest, so that's pretty much all we have going on in market right now. For these, I've just had like a ton of stuff out because I've been trying to like master and craft throughout the day, but we'll probably put some of those away once we get cruising. And then once we catch up on crafting, then we'll probably, and we have more energy, it'll be easier and we'll just start ripping through sales and stuff. DW asked how pay to play is going. It's been going pretty good. I feel like I'm not quite in the groove yet because I'm still mastering stuff, so I'm not just crafting for profit. So I think that's thrown me off a little bit. And then the other thing is that I couldn't spend any gems, so I couldn't finish equipping all of my heroes. So a lot of the ones that I figured this should be a solid duo wouldn't work. So obviously it's just not like a true representation of how it should be making money. But even still, I feel like I have been making good money and things have been consistent. So yeah, that, and of course because I've been crafting all new stuff and I've got pack items and just been working on some things outside of normal, it's kind of hard for me to tell like what my crafting rotation is going to be and stuff, because obviously these mitts are going to be there, because these tier 3s I'm going to run out of. I'm sticking over here with chiseled, and then like in terms of like my wood and my stone, which normally go with the red tier 3, like the jewels, it's probably going to be the Maplewood Gale, and I think I'm going to ascend it just because it's going to be worth so much more than my normal bow. And then for the other one, I'm thinking I might do Berserker Stompers, but then I just want to finish mastering the 3 lines that I just got that are brand new. So I mastered all up to tier 6, mastered up to tier 7, and mastered up to tier 6. So I want to finish mastering all 3 of those lines and then find a good rotation. But I think my rotation will be Chiseled, Mountain Mitts, Gale, and Berserker Stompers, I think, but I'm not 100% sure at this point. So it's been interesting. I've been really enjoying it. I think it's also been throwing me off because I'm brand new with Royal Merchant, right? That's not how that works. How does this work? Okay. So, like, lots of people have minus gold repairs and stuff. So anytime any of my gear is broken, it's costed me like over 2 million to repair it. So I'm like, man, I was getting frustrated before when my gear was breaking and I'd have to replace it. And it was like 1.5 million. But now I'm needing to replace gear and it's costing me like 2 million or more. So it's kind of like, okay, what's actually better? But then again, I can duo now and I couldn't before. I can actually be sending 8 parties out questing and making like a ton more. So obviously it is a lot more profitable long term. But just kind of getting in the groove of things now. Yeah, Keiko. I I made a commitment that I was going to switch to at least get Realm Merchant when I hit level 80. So we hit level 80 after a 10-hour stream on Tuesday, and got Realm Merchant for the first time. And then on stream, people paid for the workers and the pack as well and told me to get them and stuff. And because I'm pay to play and peer pressure, then I went for it. And it's been fun. It's been really good so far. So enjoying it. It's definitely a lot different. But yeah, it's been cool. And I still have the other account that's free to play as well. So we might play on that a little bit later today as well. But we'll see. We will see. I'm kind of excited to finish mastering and just get into a good rotation for for crafting and just really focus on making money and investing. Like I invested another billion and or something like that anyway since the stream the other day. So that's been good. But just kind of excited to get into a more consistent rhythm. All right, cool. So we're gonna put some stuff away. Probably still gonna keep out 2 of the blue tier 3s. And maybe 2 leather, and everything else I can just go down to 1, except for this gun I need 2 out. Okay, so because I want to get cruising with selling. That's fine. Need 2 of those. Maybe we're just going to keep 2 wood out. So that should be fine. We're caught up on crafting now. And then I can just put out a ton of racks here. And that's the nice thing too, is that my playstyle has been so monotonous for so long just because I've been focusing on like experience and net worth and not really profit or investing for like a long time, like months. And so for me to like switch my playstyle now and actually be crafting consistently and trying to make money and just playing differently, I think it's going to be a lot more enjoyable for me, because it's not just going to be me sitting there one shot selling for hours on end every day. You know what I mean? Like it's just, I mean, not every day, but it's just not super enjoyable all of the time. So for me to switch it up and play differently, I think it's going to be really good. I mean, we're almost at 300 billion net worth, and I'm kind of okay with just changing things up to look different in terms of my playstyle. I think it's going to be much more enjoyable. I also have a bunch of enchants that we can put on stuff as we start selling through things. As you can see, I have like super random like rarities of stuff. Hold on, where was it? Like all this stuff, but it's just because I was crafting my own fodder earlier because it's like super cheap and faster. So yeah, that's why I'm gonna have like super random rarities of really low tier gears just because of crafting it myself. The faces correspond to each hero's chance of survival, although it's not super reliable. Green 90%, yellow 75, orange 50, red 25. Interesting. Okay. Because generally I try not even to send any heroes out if they're orange faces, but if there's still 50% chance and then there's another hero with yellow, I think I'm okay with that, as long as there's at least one yellow face. Interesting. Okay. Thanks, Ace. That's good to know, man. Good to know. So I think we're gonna stick with like this crafting rotation for now, although I'm running out of... Okay, so I have 3 bundles left, so we can keep going with this. My thought is that I always try to get rid of the blueprint first that's the most difficult to craft or the most annoying. And because this has a tier 2 resource from another like crafting rotation type or another resource type, then generally I try to get this one out of the way first so that when I'm crafting this one later, then it's more free. So these 2 tier 7s are obviously my priority because I want to finish the lower tiers first. So I'm going to try to finish this ruby wand, and then once that's done, then I'll focus my wood on the double crossbow. I've already been crafting these 2 for pre-crafts earlier today, so those should be fine. Might need to make a few handguns. And then if our stone gets up really high, then we can just use a bundle and fill up on that. So that's kind of my thought for crafting tonight too. Yellowface, that would be a good villain. Oh boy. Nice. See, that's the thing. I don't really care so much about like optimizing stamps, and I know that might sound like completely ridiculous, and like Dana will shoot me if I say that, but like truthfully, I just don't, because even if, let's say, I go to the market and I buy an item for however many millions that I want to stamp eventually, and then I buy the enchants for it and everything. I feel like the item itself is going to cost me enough that it's just a normal king. So the only profit I'm getting is essentially like after the stamp. So I might make a few million extra, and I get that. But for me, just to like look at that and say, okay, here's a free 6 million, and just keep cruising, like might be weird, but I'm kind of okay with it. Yellow? You mean golden face? Yellow face, golden face? Is anyone else like a huge Office fan? Like I swear I could watch that show constantly. It's so good. I think tonight's gonna be a pretty chill stream, just hanging out, grinding, getting in the groove, mastering some stuff. Should be good. Oh yeah, it's so good. No, I don't know, man. I for whatever reason I can't get into the UK version. I tried, but no, can't do it. But yeah, the US version I think is amazing. Oh, nice. Are these one shot now? Pretty close. Nice. Do I have a favorite episode? I mean, it sounds cliche, but my favorite intro is definitely Kevin and the Chili. Because, like, for real, the first time I saw that, it was like, this is one of the greatest moments in TV history. You know what I mean? Like, you see it and you're like, that was amazing. In terms of favorite episode, oh, 3-1, dude. That's so funny. Yeah, that's a really good one. That's hilarious. I don't know if I can nail it down to like one single episode that's like my favorite one. That's a really good question, but I don't know if I can nail it down to one. I want to though. Dinner Party's classic too, actually, yeah. Like people say it's the most like cringe episode possible, but I don't know, there's just something about it. It's so funny. Like when he pushes the TV back into the wall, I just can't help it. Like it's hilarious. Gene Rosmal, what's up, man? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. I forgot about that one. I haven't like sat down and actually like focused on it. Like it's one of those shows that you can play in the background a lot and not really like think about it playing. So I don't think I've really like sat down and actually like focused and watched it for a long time. But that's awesome. Music listener, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm doing good, bro. Doing good. Office Olympics is so good too. Oh yeah, I forgot that we were gonna enchant some stuff too. I just had some enchants that I bought earlier, so we'll see. Oh yeah, we can use them. I found some like tier 9 spirits today, which almost never happens. For below 700k, they were like 690, and I was like, what? Like, it's so rare that that ever happens. I mean, it's really nice when it does, but it just doesn't happen very much. Scotty, I've seen that like on YouTube before, like the Office Ladies thing, but I never actually looked at it. Is it actually good? Because I know it's a few of the ladies like doing a podcast about the show afterwards, but I never actually like looked into it to see if it's actually worth watching or not. Is it good? Oh, music! I didn't even see it, dude. Really? That's rough. Yeah, the rounding. I didn't even think about it with mitts, but because that's the thing too. I won't really be double enchanting like ever. It's just because I found a really good deal on tier 9 spirits, but generally I'll just be putting like tier 7 enchants for profitability on there anyway. So it shouldn't be a huge deal, but yeah, that's annoying. Not ideal. I always forget about the spacebar trick, but it's so much nicer. Sweet. Yeah, I can now afford the 10k less XP. Thank you. Now that they did merchant XP the day after, I was like, are you kidding me? As soon as I saw it, I'm just like, oh, you gotta be joking me. I mean, it's kind of humorous, but the day before I spend 10 hours rushing XP, and the next day they do XP event. Like, oh, come on. That's the annoying thing. If there's already a bunch of customers at the counter and then you go back and enchant everything, then you have to like re-suggest all of the items that you actually want them to buy. Yeah, crafting runestones has actually been really good. I had like 400 of the tier 4 runestones just saved up for no real reason in my inventory anyways. So I've just been able to use them and turn them into like 500 of the tier 9 ones. I feel like it's been a good chunk of profit for sure. Yeah, that's true. Enchanting a knight, it's a good idea. I have an inventory full of enchants. Is it better to enchant the low level items I craft or to sell them outright in the market? It just depends whether you're getting the full value out of them or not, because most enchantments are still going to sell for close to double in the market. And during events and stuff, they will, absolutely. So if you're able to put them on items that you're going to be surcharging anyways and you're getting the full value, then that's fine. But you have to make sure that your tier 7 enchants are on tier um, 8 and 9, or maybe a select few tier 7s that can handle that much value. Or tier 9 enchants have to be on tier 9 items. Tier 4 enchants have to be on tier 5 and above. Like, if the enchant is worth more than the item's base value, then there's no point in doing it because you're just losing money. So it kind of depends on um, which items specifically and which enchant specifically. This is so nice that like everything's still one-shottable even though I have like 20 bins out. I seriously think that the stream on Tuesday was probably my favorite stream that we've ever done. Like, it was actually so much fun, and just having like you guys in voice chat at the end and like hitting the goal after 10 hours of grinding, and yeah, it was like so fun. Very thankful for it, and everyone was like crazy generous and stuff. Like, it was just awesome. So good. I think I'm gonna make like I don't know what you want to call it, but like a video just like summarizing it, or just being able to rewatch it whenever we want. Not It's not nearly going to be as long, but I think it'd be awesome. Like if I could just like rush through everything and just watch like the final 5 or 10 minutes or whatever, that'd be awesome. Yeah, it was 15 months in the making for that one. Like for real, crazy. DW, that's funny. You'll get there. I've been crafting my own fodder lately too, and I've actually really been liking it. Like just spamming tier ones is all it is, but because I used to buy them from market and not really think about it, I'm like, oh, this doesn't matter. But some of them that I would just ask for at 10 times value, like even the axes, are like 3K each. Like after tax if you're requesting it max. So really like 3K if I'm buying hundreds of them, like it really does add up. Like it's not a huge amount obviously when you have billions, but I've just been enjoying doing it all myself. It's been good. Oh yeah, DLB, you did message me. Yeah. I don't really know what you're thinking, but I mean, I'd be down to do it. I don't really know. Like, I've never done anything like that before, or really like thought through what it would look like, but I'd definitely be up for chatting about it for sure. And I don't really know how to do like graphics or animation stuff either, so I don't really know what that would look like. But having like an intro for different stuff would be really cool. Um, I mean, yeah, I guess when you craft your own fodder, you do lose a bit of resources. I'm more thinking like the resource types where, or the item types where it's only costing you one resource. Like, let's go to my recent, like these are the ones that I was doing. So, like these tier ones. So I guess it's 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So wood axe would be the only one that's actually really costing a decent amount of resources. So I mean, maybe it's worthwhile to switch to a different weapon that only costs 1 or 2 wood rather than that. But yeah, these I was just like mass crafting these earlier. Thanks, Alan. Appreciate it, man. He just says congrats on Bro Merchant. Thanks, dude. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So far, I'm enjoying it. I think it'll feel a lot different when I'm actually like in an event. But then again, I got to go through Tower of Titans again and claim all the rewards, which was pretty sweet. So yeah, man, it's awesome. And now that all my characters or all my heroes are all decked out and enchanted, then that should make things quite a bit easier to make money as well. So pretty excited about that. RM the RM. Let's go. Yeah, it feels good. I'm enjoying. I am enjoying. And like having actually honestly like you know how I'm like remastering these and like going through the new lines of stuff that I just got unlocked. It's actually kind of given me like a new motivation for the game in a lot of ways, I think, because it's like new content that I get to do. And as much as I've had it for 3 days and I've already mastered 19 blueprints, 20 blueprints, it's still been like really fun to do and like rethink through, okay, what's my new crafting rotation? What are things going to look like now? How can I make the most profit? How do I want to equip heroes? Like it's kind of given me like a new objective, I guess, or new things to think about, which has been really cool. because I haven't had that for a long time. I've just had everything optimized. This is the way I play. This is the way that it looks, and I don't do anything different than that. But for me to have something different, it is actually really nice. I'm not gonna lie. Can I duo hard castle with all heroes? I don't know yet. So when we got Royal Merchant, we also bought one of the packs, but just the one item so that I could get the gloves. Hold on. Like the mountain mitts. And so I got locked out from the market for the 2 days because of like the mandatory ban or whatever. You know what I mean? And so I haven't been able to finish equipping my heroes because I couldn't spend any gems. So at the start of the stream right now, I just equipped my heroes for the first time fully. So I don't actually know yet what my heroes are capable of. Like for the most part, my heroes can duo, and especially if I send like one of my better heroes with like my lowest spellblade, or like if I send, let's say, like an Argon or Rudo or something with one of them, then they can duo. And so far, not many have failed, and I didn't even have full enchants on them. So I'm pretty sure that everyone's going to be able to, but it'll be more of just like testing it over time and seeing what's working and optimizing everything. But so far, I'm hoping that that's going to be the case. Good stuff. Sorry, I worded that badly. So when you purchase gems on Steam for the first time, they lock you out of market like for spending gems for 48 hours. And so like even I messaged the devs and they said that they couldn't undo that for me, which is fine, like it's not a big deal. So I just couldn't spend gems in market. So I spent like 1.5 billion gold buying all of the equipment that I could with gold. So like these ones, I bought like these 5 equipment and then all of the enchants that I could with gold, and then like I couldn't buy this rod with gems, so I just waited until I could spend gems. So I just did that at the start of the stream today. Spent like 2,000 gems on equipment. Yes, what's up? Good to see ya. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I guess I worded that badly. Sometimes I don't word things well when I'm like trying to play at the same time. I've noticed. I really haven't done a ton on the new account either. I got kicked from that big guild that I was in. They probably just wanted a player who was actually playing and investing, which I totally understand. Like it's all good. It's more of just like a community thing than anything. So I got kicked. So I joined like a pretty low guild, and all I've been doing is pretty much just doing furniture upgrades in the background and mastering. Like I finished mastering all the tier 2s, been mastering some tier 3s, and just selling everything in market over time for close to 10 times gold. So I've saved up like 7 or 8 million, I think. And yeah, I haven't really sold anything in shop, just been like, while I'm sitting here playing on this account in the evenings or whatever, just been on there like just grinding gold and not really focusing, not rushing crafts or anything. So yeah, we might play on that account later. We haven't done a whole lot on it for quite a while now, so yeah, thank you. Appreciate the congrats. Been good. I think it's gonna be Lost City of Gold next weekend, so that should be good too. Looking forward to it. Oh, I didn't realize that these are a pre-craft. That seems really cheap for that, is it not? Don't these normally get like much more expensive, or am I wrong? I've been learning all sorts of new things now that I have new blueprints and stuff. What? The tier 7 crossbow, I started crafting them. Because this was the highest... Yeah, that was the highest value tier 7 item until, like, Velocity of Gold came out. Like during the starting dates of the game, that was by far the highest value item, but obviously only pay-to-play players could make it. And then for me, we had the Royal Halberd, the spear. Tier 9 wand. Hold on, can I see it now that I have that unlocked? Oh, I can't even look at the blueprint. I'm not going to look it up online, although I could. Actually, haggle would be fun on the other account too, because we could sell through stuff a lot faster. That would be nice. I gotta start saving money on the other account though, because once we hit level 40, there's so many things that cost money, and I've just been spending like all of my money on getting experience fast, so I definitely have to switch up playstyle over there, because that's not gonna work for too much longer. Music, I already know the answer to that question. Hold up, I'll find it for you. No. It is a ring. As far as I know. Yo, Music, I think you weren't here yet when I said it, but they released the beta today for 5.1. And I haven't actually jumped in it yet, but I saw a bunch of like text for it, and people like asking questions and stuff, and it sounds amazing, man. I'm so excited. Like, it's not just tier 10, but it's like a ton of new stuff. New content, new challenges for super high level players. Like, dude, it's actually crazy. Like, I'm so pumped for it. It's gonna be incredible. Please be the gloves. Please be 70 gems. No! Dang it. I'll still take it, but not what I wanted. I didn't have time to jump on the beta today because I had my kids all day, but I'll jump on it tonight and see. But I'm pumped, man. I still don't have a timeline. That's the honest truth. I do not know when. But yeah, it's going to be pretty sweet. No, it's still on Steam, Scotty. But basically in the client itself, before I load the game up, I have to switch over to beta mode essentially, and then I download, like, there's a little download pack that comes with it, and then you log in, and then if you want to go back to playing the normal game on your account, then you have to, like, essentially undownload that content. You know what I mean? So there's like a switch back and forth in terms of data that has to happen every time I want to switch back and forth. Tier 9 wand surcharges for 2.3 million with proper enchants. Dang, that's pretty good. Didn't realize it was that high. Because obviously I've never had the ability to get the gold increase for it, right? So I haven't even really thought about it. No, my stats don't add on this account. Like, in the beta, whenever I first log into the beta, that's the account that gets uploaded to it, and then that's what stays there. There's no market. You can only interact with the other players that are in the beta. It doesn't change anything with this account at all. Like, I can't do anything in terms of gameplay. It's mostly just for the ability to be able to test stuff. What's up, Daniel? Royal Merchant is treating me well. We just finished equipping all of our heroes with all of the enchants and weapons and stuff, so things are looking pretty good. Just sent out our first like official 8 duo teams, so those will come back soon. So hopefully everyone's successful. But yeah, it's been pretty sweet so far. I haven't been able to equip heroes because I haven't been able to spend gems in market, but now that I have, looking good. Been fun. I have so much extra energy, I don't even know what to do with it. It just keeps suggesting items. So weird. I'm thinking that we should set up a time like as pretty close to after tier 10 drops and like the new update and stuff, that we can just do like a podcast style Q&A, talk about the new update, talk about the new state of the game, all that kind of stuff. I think that'd be awesome. I think we should do it. Like, just have like a panel of people who are like pretty end game, and just be able to talk about all the different changes and the effects that it'll have on gameplay and market and all that stuff. I think I might try to set that up. Selling is so fast right now, it's ridiculous. Yeah, well, I could, but there's not really anything to speed up. These are my 4 items right here, and I can't craft any of them, so pretty much just hanging out right now. Oh, that's true. We should see how my heroes do. Okay, cool. We'll go, yeah, we'll go fast. That's fine. Because if we got like Rega, Dana, like a couple other like super endgame guys to like chat about it, I think it'd be awesome. Jackson Kennedy, what's up, man? Good to see you. Asks, hey Rob, do you have a favorite event? And also, are you going to start going for gold or XP still? I am so done with going for XP. It's over. I hit 80. That's my end game. I'm thrilled about it. Actually, with gold, I got my last craft or questing slot. Like, I only had 7, but I spent the 250 million gold to get that. So no, in terms of XP, I am done rushing XP. And at this point, essentially my goal in game right now is like short term master wands, master guns, master crossbows. Like, I just got those on Tuesday, so finish mastering those lines, which will still take a few days most likely. Then find a really good crafting rotation that's profitable, and then change this ratio because it's like a 1 to 6 right now. And yeah, that's pretty much my plan, is to just focus on investing, get my invests up as much as possible. Focused on that, and yeah, we'll kind of see what happens when tier 10 hits, in terms of like if there's new goals that I want to be shooting for or what. But yeah, right now that's pretty much all I want to do, is just focus on making money and investing. That's a good question, Arjun. I don't honestly, man, I don't really understand it either. So he says, I don't understand why or how the number one net worth is level 86 and number two is level 81. Makes no sense considering their relative net worth. So my only thought around that is like, if one player didn't get Scholar, so doesn't have the bonus, or isn't in a guild that has like the bonus XP running, so that could be a 50% difference in XP right there, right? And then if one player has gotten a lot of experience by selling things normally in their shop and hasn't been surcharging as much, but one player has been only surcharging everything, then the one player who isn't surcharging as much is still getting the experience, but their net worth isn't going up as much. So probably the player with the higher level may have sold more items, but hasn't surcharged as many of them. You know what I mean? Like, you get the same experience either way. So I think that's the only way. It would be like experience from guild, experience from scholar, and experience from whether you surcharge or not. I think that's the only way that they could have that big of a difference, because I feel like the experience from an item is fairly relative to the gold that you're getting out of it. You know what I mean? Like, sure, there's differences in terms of like their dollars and their XP. Or maybe I'm wrong, and there could be, like Ace says, that wands are really high XP compared to net worth, right? So maybe some items are just really high XP and low net worth, and some are high net worth and low XP. Like, you don't really know. There's so many things that, I don't know, could skew that ratio, I guess. It's so crazy when I have like all of my herb bins out during the day, because like during the day I'm busy, I'm doing stuff, I'm logging in like once every few hours or a couple hours or every half hour, whatever the day looks like. So it's not like I have this many bins out and I'm just crafting constantly. I'm just kind of like logging in when I can. So I find it really interesting when I have like all of like four herb bins and two oil bins out, because I can log in and craft 8 runestones, so it takes up most of my crafting slots. So it's just weird because it's like really good profit, but also something that takes up like a ton of space in terms of like space that you actually have to craft, you know? What am I doing? 790? There we go. Myla. This might be the nightly time you guys get to see my kiddo. Come on. When these finish, I won't need to be buying components. Which is weird because before I was selling components because I was getting from quests more than I could spend, but now it seems like I'm using more than I got. But I think actually the reason for that is because I had all my heroes sitting there for the last few hours because I wanted to go through with everyone and equip them, so that's probably why. Yeah, my daughter turned 1 year old yesterday. Yesterday was her first birthday. So she's 366 days old. Yep, yeah, but we're not having her party until Sunday. Got some family coming down and stuff for her birthday, so that'll be fun. Happy birthday indeed. I feel like it's really interesting because our Our Friday streams always seem to be so much more chill than our Tuesday streams, because Tuesday's like earlier in the day and it's like partway through the week and I'm just like excited to play, and we're playing on an account that needs like a lot of attention because it's like the newer account, so we're just like playing really fast and like super intently and stuff. And then Friday stream seems to be like end of the week, I'm tired, everyone else is just like chill, it's Friday night. So it's like the feel of the stream seems like so different. It's so funny. I do like it though. It's really nice. Chiseled runestones actually were like really expensive earlier. They were like 550k. I wouldn't mind selling some. That's so weird. They were 540 or 530 something and now down to 480. Weird. They seem to go up and down quite a bit, like by like 50k in like a single day. I figured that that would be an item that just finds like a happy medium and doesn't really move from there, but they seem to fluctuate a lot. Like 470 to 540. Yeah, that's true. I can just leave them in market. Don't have anything going on with my slots right now anyway. Yes, I knew what you meant, Ruby. I'm like 21 billion per stack. Consider me interested. What are you selling? 550 for real? I haven't seen them that high, but I mean, if you say so, I'll take it. Because I got up close to 500 earlier, and I was like, oh man, I better start selling these. And they were like 530 or 520 or something, and I'm like, okay, well these were like 490 earlier, so this seems good. So I just sold like 300 of them or whatever. I feel like the way that my playstyle is now, things are gonna look different because, like, let's say throughout the day I'm crafting, and I'm crafting like chiseled runestones, mountain mitts, stompers, and maplewood gale. Like, if those are my 4 core items, 3 of them are items that I'm gonna need to be selling, and 1 I'm just selling in market whenever. It doesn't matter. But if I'm not selling like throughout the day, and I craft for a couple days and don't have time to do it, I'm probably gonna have to go down to like even no bins for like a couple hours and just sell through everything really quickly and then go back and just craft again. You know what I mean? Like, I could find a good rotation where I just craft for like a long period of time throughout the day or whatever, and then sit down later on and sell. Like before, it didn't matter because I just had max energy all the time and I would just sell when I could play and that was it. But I was playing for net worth and not for profit. So I need to kind of find a new balance of how to play the game for profit instead. Which I'm looking forward to, like finding my new playstyle and what things are gonna look like, because things, like I said, did look very monotonous for quite a while, so it'll be fun to find some new stuff, or a new balance anyway. Okay, sounds like 550 is pretty consistent. Yeah, way more quest loot. That's true. That's true. So it's like when I get full of like quest loot and everything that I'm crafting, I'm probably gonna need to switch up like what my energy looks like and just have like a huge selling spree for a period of time. But also, I don't really know how it's gonna work around events, because I used to just have like 2-3 billion in inventory at all times, right? So it just made sense that if a surcharge event or like whatever a value event comes around, that I'm already stocked for it and I don't have to worry about it. But now if I'm just like crafting stuff, not really enchanting like every single item, and I'm not as worried about that sort of stuff, then when a big event does come around like that, I'm not going to be as prepared for it, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not just going to have all the items that I need to be surcharging. So that'll be kind of interesting too to see what that's going to look like. That's the other thing too. So Arjun said, when I get to 1 billion, which I have invested all. So our guild goal actually just changed in terms of what investing is going to look like, because there's no point in saying, okay, everyone do 2 billion a tower. Now everyone do 2.5 billion, because investments aren't based around a gold value. It's based around a tick value. And so, like, obviously the calculations have been done and we know how many ticks is needed for each tower, and so our new goal is making sure that we personally have enough ticks in each tower to make sure that every building is level 18. So rather than like this, for example, I have 794 ticks, but I need like, it's like 1.5, I need like 800 and actually no, in this one I need a lot more because it's a tier 2. Yes, thank you. 74 gems, good stuff. So since that's a tier 2 tower, I need more, but for a tier 1 tower I need like 1.5 something billion. For a tier 2 I need like 3 billion, and for a tier 3 I need 4.5 billion, like whatever the number is. So we've switched it up recently, so there's no point in me just dumping into one tower because it doesn't do anything. But if we work on it together as a team and focus and say everyone needs to reach this amount of ticks, then we'll have all of our buildings at 18, all of our buildings at 19, etc. So that's how things are going to work now. I could look it up right now to see, but yeah, our goals have just started looking different. See if I can find it. Me and Dana were talking about this yesterday. So 936 ticks for tier 1 towers, 1141 for tier 2 towers. So my goal in this tower, what did I say? 1141. So since this is a tier 2 tower, I want 1141 ticks. Which wait, that doesn't make sense. Or is this a tier 1 tower? It would make more sense if this was tier 1 and I needed 936. Yeah, okay, so they're at 936. Why am I confused? Hold on, I'm gonna look this up so I can communicate it clearly. Oh, never mind. Okay, I'm lying. You need 936 ticks in every single tower no matter what, but the gold value of the 936 is going to be different. So 936 ticks in any building will get it to level 18. So every single building you're going to want 936 ticks in, but the total gold invested is going to be different. So in tier 1 tower it's only 1.5 billion, but a tier 2 tower is, you could see it there, 3.1, right? 936, 3.164. So that's what I'm looking for this tier 2 tower with 936 ticks. And then let's say we find a tier 1 tower, which this is, 936 ticks, which is what these guys have, is 1.582. So there's 3 different tiers of towers, and they each require a different amount to evenly disperse for level 18. And then level 19 is 1141 per player, if that makes sense. So I guess, like, I don't think we can hit it now because we're only at 1 billion, right? Yeah, we're only at 1 billion, and I need 3.1. So I need 2.1 billion more in here to reach a goal. But, I mean, if we just drop, like, 700 million, then obviously we're a lot closer. I don't want to get down to 0, but, I mean, my primary goal is just investing right now. Like, that's it. So if I go down, like, I don't really care. Yeah, that's at 20 players in your guild. If you have less than that, obviously you need more ticks to get to like level 18 or whatever. Sorry, I should have explained that too. It's just such an interesting system. There's so many different things to think about. Yeah, I can show you guys all my building ticks if you want. Let me just finish this. Sweet. So, Town Hall. There we go, I'm 10th, 21.8. 1265. So 21.8. This one is my second highest. 6 billion. And then everything else is between 1.5, and this will be my new, like this is now my third highest tower with 1.8. Actually, I kind of want to get to 2 billion. That frustrates me. What do I need? Another 160? That'll be 160, I think. With rounding, yeah, there we go, 2 billion. That's better. Much better. That was the original goal anyway, was 2 billion for every tower. But like over half of our guild has that. Dean242, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, over half of our guild already has 200 or 2 billion per tower. So it just made sense for us to switch it up and actually do ticks instead. So that'll be my new goal. I mean, it'd probably be easier for us to focus on like tier 1 towers first, but there's so many guys in my guild that are just beasts that are just like, oh, you guys need, you know what I mean, like 20 billion on a tier 1 tower. Like it's crazy. It's way more than is necessary, you know what I mean? But that makes it so that not all of us need to have 936 ticks, but people with less, it doesn't matter. But it would be nice for me to like set a goal and just like focus and say, okay, my first goal is to get all the tier 1 towers to a certain level, and then, or to a certain tick point, and then after that I'll increase it and increase it over time. Casually dropping a G. Yeah. I mean, honestly, dude, I want to help the guild now. Like I've been playing selfish for so long. It's about time. Like since Tuesday now, with those invests, I dropped 2.5 Gs on invests, you know? And I spent a G1/2 on equipment, and just spent 2K more gems, and I spent 250 mil unlocking my last quest slot because I only had 7. So I've spent probably like 4.5 Gs in game since Friday. Like it's pretty crazy, but yeah. Time to step it up, which Royal Merchant hopefully will allow me to do quite well. I was just gonna do something, but I don't remember what it was. All good. All good. Come on. I need some energy. Yeah, I know Sharuki. I've talked to him quite a bit. He's such a good dude. He makes so much really good stuff for the game. This community is actually so fortunate for having the people that it has in it. Like the guys who spend so much time and energy on everything. Like it's amazing. Alright, I'll check it. Bro, that is beautiful. I appreciate that. That's so funny. Can I share it? Does that work? Tell me if that works. Dude, that's amazing. It should work, right? Oh, dude, that's awesome. Yeah, that was quite the moment, man. I can't believe I did that. So funny, though. Yeah, it works. That's so good, man. You just fired that up, eh? Just fired up in the kitchen. So good. A boarded shadow. What's up, man? What's the breakpoint for not needing fodder anymore? 10% of your total energy, but it depends on what you're selling too, right? Like think about it. Um, like most of these items now, like this, let's just for a random example, obviously this is on the lower end for me, but 258. So in order for me to surcharge this in one shot without needing fodder, if this small talk's successful, I need 2580 energy. So it's just 10% of like the total of what you need. So this one like will add 640 energy or so to my stack, you know? For tier 9, it depends if you have the energy discount or not, but if you do, you can bring her to me. But if you do, a lot of the tier 9s are like, I think on the low end is like 750 and on the high end is like 850. Like that's kind of the range. Some of them is impossible to surcharge in one shot. But all the ones that I was using was between 809 and 773. So if I had max energy, 8144, I could one shot anything in the game or anything that I was selling anyway. So that was like amazing for me. It was so good, but DW, there's a lot of things that I wish there was hotkeys for, man. I wish there was hotkeys for like surcharging and stuff. That would be so awesome. Unfortunately, we don't have anything like that yet, but that would be sweet. Totally agree, man. I decided to just do those social goals again for stream, but I accidentally put how many viewers was watching instead of how many likes on the video. So that's pretty funny. I put 30 something instead of 15, but it's all good. So this has been something too that I'm trying to decide, and I love your guys' thoughts on it. So generally, like when I'm crafting actively, I've been sitting, like especially because I've been mastering stuff and not playing actively during the day, and just wanting like a lot of resources. I've been sitting around 5,000 energy instead. So my thought is like, what should I be doing in terms of what do I surcharge, what do I discount, what do I sell normally? Because my thought is I would like to sell tier 7 normally, surcharge tier 8, 9, and either discount or sell normally tier 6 and below, depending on if I need energy or not. Like, I think that's a good balance where I'm still like committed to making good money. Not wasting a lot, but not being like crazy nitpicky about stuff. Like, I think it'll work good for me, but just trying to figure out what that balance looks like. What do you guys think? Like, if you were in my shoes, would you just try to surcharge like everything possible with any value, or just surcharge like tier 8, tier 9, try to enchant them all if you can get profitable enchants from market and go from there? And like, what do you guys do? What do you surcharge? What do you discount? What do you sell normally? Arjun, Dana's having the time of his life too. On stream today, he's so happy about the beta and you investing. So good. That's because in the last like month I only invested like a billion or two, and then I invested 2.5 billion in like 3 days. So of course he's happy, but it was about time. It's all good. All good. I'm excited for these quests to be done. Oh, we still have almost an hour. Kyrika, what's up, man? Um, yeah, the beta came out today. They gave us beta keys about midday today. So I haven't actually been in there because I've had my kids all day, but I'll play on it later and see. But it sounds like it's pretty sweet. I haven't seen it, but it sounds like there's a lot more stuff than just tier 10 coming out. Like a lot of new stuff, end game stuff, like really exciting updates. So we're actually like amped for it, man. It's gonna be sweet. My total invest is 55. I don't discount. I just small talk and surcharge. I have a few targets, but I'll happily. That's awesome, man. You just surcharge everything possible. I kind of like that. Who cares? It's free money, right? Why not? I discount anything under 2000K or 200K and surcharge tier 9s. Okay, so that's a lot different. Argent, honestly, I think so. Like, in my opinion, from what I've seen and heard from this new update, I think it's the best one this game's had, and it is going to be like, there's a lot of stuff being added. I think it's going to be amazing. I think a lot of people have that where it's like Shadow Killer said, there's like a number that they go with. Like I discount anything under 10K and I surcharge anything over 50K. Anything in the middle, I just sell normally. You know what I mean? And I think it allows people just like an easy goal. Like I just want to hit this, and then yeah. And I get that. I think it's good. Kyriel, no. His favorite mug met the floor. I'd be so bad. I'd be so sad. I have my favorite mug too, which I've shown you guys on stream before. That one that I painted with like the face on it. Oh man, I love it. I'd be so sad. Shifty Nomad, tier 1 fodder, surcharge everything else. That's pretty much what I'm doing, other than not surcharging like tier 6s, but pretty much everything else. Oh yeah, Shadow, that makes sense, man. My level 35 that we might play on later tonight, he's got like 800 energy, so I'm probably in a similar boat to that. Basement confirmed. I haven't been on the new beta yet, so I can't answer any. Well, I can't answer any questions anyway. But no, I don't know if basement confirmed is a thing. Probably not, but I haven't seen anything yet. I can't say. Do you think they'll roll out everything at once, or like tier 9 do those and elements and spirits 2 weeks later? Ooh, I don't know. I thought everything was just 5.1 and they're just gonna drop it, but I haven't heard anything. I forgot that they did that. Like with tier 9, they dropped it and then dropped spirits later on. I forgot. Good question. I don't know. They haven't told us anything. Swedish Maid, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, I generally don't sell anything without surcharging either, unless it's like a tier 7 that's like 80K and I don't care that much, but for the most part, I try to stick to that as well. That's actually so sad about that mug, though, for real. Arjun says he discounts tier 6 and below, tier 7 too, unless he's out of tier 8, tier 9, then he surcharges. She was playing with it earlier. I thought in the living room, but I'm not sure. I took it. I think it's living room. If you can't find it, let me know. I'll look for it. Looks like baby might not make her appearance today. We'll see. No promises. Acknowledge, what's up, man? Good to see ya. I think most of these are still pretty far away from being mastered. Like I mastered 20 blueprints this week alone. Because I finished mastering, no, I mastered Chiseled and the other 2 runestones, so that's 3. I mastered Mountain Midge, so that's 4. And then I mastered these 6, so that's 10, 17, and 6 more. So I mastered 23 blueprints this week. Or no, in the last 3 days I've mastered that many. But that's pretty much all I've been focusing on, is just finishing the new content and getting rolling, trying to get a good crafting rotation and making money. Harry Starcraft, what's up, my man? First of all, before I even read your question, dude, thank you so much for Tuesday. Seriously, man. Appreciate it so much. You guys are amazing. I appreciate it. Question. If I'm enchanting and surcharging tier 9s, what should my target max energy be to get to before I switch back over to upgrading bins and chests? I've got 1600 max at the moment. My initial thought is that optimally, just because of how energy works with surcharging, you don't really want to be trying to surcharge something that costs over 30% of your max energy. Because if you think about it, if you're at like 25% and you need 1 more surcharge, and at that point you fail a small talk, you're losing as much energy as you would gain by having a successful small talk. So around the 25 to 30% range is like the danger zone for starting to small talk again. But if you can get to 20% with 2 small talks and then be discounting a couple of items to get up to the 30%, then I think that that's okay, because it's still a good balance. But if you're trying to like surcharge things that are like 80% of your energy, or even like 50% of your energy, like if you need 1,000 and you only have 2,000 max, so even if you're at like 600 or 700, you still need to small talk to try to get up that little bit of extra. It's just so risky, because if you start failing small talks, like you just have to be going through so many more customers and all that stuff, and I think it just leads to like really choppy and not profitable gameplay. And you need to go through so many customers to really make any headway. So I feel like it's almost better, if you're in that scenario, to just sell your tier 9s in the market and then just be selling something lower tier that you can do a lot cleaner. Like I think just how the game's designed, that makes the most sense. This is annoying. I'm out of blue. I'm hoping that someone's just gonna come in and sell me a bunch of this, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. What's up, Ark? Good to see you, man. Oops, for what? Yeah, and that's the thing too, is that, like Arjun said, there's a natural progression to the game, right? Like, you're supposed to be mastering items as you go, do it slowly, allow your energy to catch up. So like if you haven't mastered tier 6, tier 7, tier 8 at this point, and you're just trying to like rush to tier 9 to have like the biggest dollar amount, I feel like it's not actually that profitable or that beneficial. Like you playing the game naturally and allowing your energy to go up as you're mastering things and moving forward in game, I think that's going to be the way that you're going to be making the most money long term. Because just like rushing to a certain tier just to say, yeah, I craft tier 9s, but you're not actually able to sell them efficiently, I feel like is a dangerous game to play in terms of like profitability long term. Ark, you yelled at me? I can't find what you're talking about. Ethan, what's up, man? So I just started recently, level 26. Yeah, alloy loops are good, solid choice. I think honestly, just mastering as you go and just progressing as the game allows is probably your best bet. Like, I know it might not seem fast, but I mean, ultimately, when you're a really low level, pretty much everything that you craft, people are going to buy at 10 times value because they want those items as fodder items. So you can make like killer money, be saving up a lot, be leveling up quickly, just as you like play the game and craft the blueprints that you have unlocked and master them. Like, on my other account, I'm done mastering all the tier 2s and I'm starting to master tier 3s. I haven't crafted hardly any alloy loops for the past week, and I'm at like 8 million gold. You know, like, you can make decent money and just progress naturally in the game. And because of just how the market looks right now, you can still make like crazy money. It's so good. So how many people in the beta program? No, there's about 10 or 12 content creators, and then I don't know who else, but that's all that I know of is just the content creators at this point. There's probably 10 or 12 of us in the beta. Are you excited to repair stuff with gold? Yeah, man, it's been so good. I'm very excited. We finished equipping all of our heroes on stream today, so everyone's got purple and blue ready to go. And then this is like the first actual like full set of duo heroes going out together. So once those come back in 40 minutes, then we'll see how they do. We're gonna watch all their battles and see how it goes. And yeah, it's pretty exciting. It's good stuff. Wow, Harry, that's awesome. And level 56 after 6 to 8 weeks of playing. That's pretty good, man. That's very good. I don't like that's the thing. I don't know how long it's supposed to take, and I don't remember how long it took me for all that stuff. I remember I had started playing in like early June probably, and by the end of August, I had all the tier 6s mastered and I was working on tier 7. So it took me a couple months to like get through all that content, but I don't even remember like how much I was playing or anything. So, yeah, that's good, man. No, DW, don't buy Forsaken Chest, man. Because everyone does this dungeon, like everyone's gonna be getting. Oh, okay, so this is just like a random spellblade with Yami, and she's getting wrecked. Oh yeah, so this was red face with yellow face. Looks like pretty. Oh, no way. Oh, he crit. Dang, really? That was red face with yellow face. Okay, really good start. Great job, everyone. Dang it. That's really annoying. Yeah, so as I was saying, everyone's doing these quests right now because it's like the most profitable quest. So everyone gets Forsaken Chest. So even though the base value says really high, no one's gonna buy it for more than that. So don't worry about that. Um, Dr. Fish respects. What's up, man? Yeah, I'd say level everything evenly as you go. Like the game progresses naturally as it's meant to. So I think I think that's the best bet to like learn the game and just progress and allow your because the thing that takes the most time in this game honestly is just like your furniture upgrades because you're not going to have the high level energy to be able to surcharge like the really high end items right away. So you need time for all of your furniture upgrades and expands and stuff to actually like fill out to the point that you can support the high level items that you're going to be crafting eventually. So allowing your account to like grow at a more natural pace rather than forcing it is probably going to be more beneficial for you long term. Ooh, that's actually a good thought, music. That's the thing that I was thinking too. So if you look at chess, because eventually they're like running out, especially the lower ones. But like these were under 200K and now they're going up in price, like they're double the price that they were before. And like but these ones haven't moved yet. So I don't know what's going to happen because like 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all obviously like out of gold offers. And these are like as cheap as they're going to possibly get. But the thought is that if a new dungeon comes out and there's like tier 8 chests, then there's going to be more demand for these, but not as many people getting them. So does that mean that eventually these are going to be a lot more expensive? But I'm wondering, like, okay, I maxed these months ago and they haven't moved. So maybe, yeah, I just don't really understand why. Like, it would make sense if we buy up a bunch of these right now because they're like as cheap as I've ever seen them. And then eventually they will go up in price. But even like the tier 5 ones aren't moving, so I don't really know. Market is very weird, and sometimes it does the opposite of what I think that it's gonna do, and it's so bizarre. But that's the thing too. Like a lot of these chests used to be that same thing music. Honestly, dude. Like not what I meant to do. Like these no. What am I looking at? These chests used to sell for 5K. Seriously, because everyone did it. It was still early game, like early in the game. You could buy these like super cheap. Like everyone was just like throwing them away. Like these were selling for 10K. And you couldn't literally I had like 100 of each chest and I couldn't sell them. I would try to list them for as low as I possibly could and they would take days to sell and I would try to do that just to make a little bit of extra gold. Like it was actually crazy what I tried to do just to like make a little bit of extra. And now I look at it, I'm like, man, I'm wasted so much. Like I could have had max of all those chests and bought them at minimum gold, like months and months ago. Obviously, like a year ago, if I would have just maxed on them and then sold them like today. Obviously, everyone thinks that. Like think about that with Pokemon cards, you know, like you don't think of that when you're a kid, but it's true, man. Like the things that have happened in market over the last year, if I would have obviously had future insights, could have made a ridiculous amount. Yeah, I never thought gold chests would have got to this point either. Because those used to sell so cheap too. They were like 50K or whatever, and you could just, like, they were nothing. They used to sell for 2 gems. And then we look at them now, and it's like you can't get one for less than 14 gems. Like, yeah, it's just bizarre. Like, last Lost City of Gold, though, honestly, I feel like the drop rate for gold and chests went up a lot because I was seeing multiple times that the drops would be like 2 golden chests and some gold bars. Like it seemed like they were really common, and I couldn't claim both of the chests because I wasn't Earl Merchant, obviously. But yeah, I feel like drop rate did increase a lot, or maybe I was just looking for them a lot more. I don't really know. I mean, I definitely would, but oh yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. Like newer players who don't have all of the golden chest recipes, like a lot of the late game players do. They're gonna need to open up all the golden chests. Oh, I don't have any. They're gonna have to open up all the golden chests to get all of the recipes so that they can get 50 shards. So any players that are like behind the masses, like they don't have all of these, they don't have all 12 blueprints, right? So they're gonna need to be opening these chests in order to get all the blueprints to get the 50 shards. So I guess it does make sense that there's gonna be a demand from like the newer, quote unquote, newer players who haven't been here since the start of Lost City, where they need to catch up with all the blueprints so that they can get the shards. It does make sense. Arjun, you really think that Golden Chest is the best one to open with gems in terms of like Ascension shards and stuff? I just made the assumption that it would be Forsaken, but I'm assuming that there's somewhat research behind that. Really? Huh. That's the worst feeling, Wibbly. For real, like when you have tons of keys and you don't have any chests for them, but the chests are so expensive and you're still missing blueprints and stuff, like I totally get that. I had like so many wooden keys and frozen keys and stuff for the longest time with nothing to do with them. Golden is best. Very interesting. Okay. Yeah, that does make sense. 28 for 250 or 35 for 350. I mean, yeah, mathematically that is better. Unless it's 30 gems to buy the chest itself, and then it probably skews the numbers a little bit. We're getting through inventory pretty good. Wonder if there's anything on these back ones that I can't see. Yep. Oh, I forgot that I'm crafting at the same time, so all the ones that I'm crafting are going to be put on these back ones automatically. Didn't really think about that. Yeah, I need someone to come in and sell me some blue resources like yesterday. Come on. 94. I had 3 or 4 of these earlier. Alright, music. Thanks, man. You have a great weekend too, dude. For real. Have a good one. Rob, question. Maybe for the group, if you get the blueprint early in Lost City, if you don't have all the blueprints, does it add a random one for the final prize? That I don't know, but I would love to hear the answer because I've had someone ask me that before and I didn't know the answer. I've always had all the blueprints, so I've never known what happens if you don't. So the question is, if you get the blueprint that the final reward is asking for, then is there another blueprint that you have to get, or does it automatically go to 50 shards? Educate me, people. Wibbly says, I enjoyed your slow gems video, but I gotta say it's not working now. Maybe too many people saw the video. I had options to buy the slimy chests out for 2 days at 10 times price and not a single hit. Yep. I know, dude. Market's messy right now. I don't know what to say. Because definitely the slow gem method has definitely slowed down even for me too. Like I've had a hard time finding anything. Like like I say, so if you're crafting tier 3s, the majority of things you can sell for 10 times value. So that's proven right here because nothing has gold offers. So this one, obviously 2 gems doesn't work. It's a pack item. No one's going to buy it. There's nothing on the other end for gems. So anything with... So these, if you had long boots, those would sell within 2 days because there's less than 100, and those do sell decently. But because it's a tier 2 on the lower scale, it's slower. These could work. They're pretty slow sell as well. These boots, these soft shoes are incredibly fast sellers, and so are these. But sometimes there's hundreds ahead of you, so who knows how long that's going to take. These actually sell really good. If you had Oaken Shields right now for 2 gems, those would definitely sell within a day. Those are good. And that's pretty much all I see. These iron choppers used to be like incredibly fast. Like, and these necklaces too. These two used to sell like crazy for me. Those were both really good. Let's look at the next ones. Pack item doesn't work. And doesn't work. See what else we got. These are pretty good, but there's often lots of them. These rings are pretty good. Maces always seem slow. These are really good, but you never know how many's ahead of you. These are actually pretty good, but you never know. These used to be like top 5 best items to do this method with. Like you don't know how many's ahead of you, all you can see is 100, but these used to be like, I would get 200-300 a day off these things. Ridiculous. Tomahawks are really good. These used to be really fast as well. This is actually bringing me back nostalgia wise, and I miss doing this because this used to be like every day I'd scroll through this. These are really good. Those will sell for sure, and there's only 82. If you got some for gems, you can sell those for 1 each. And that's it. Like, yeah, it's pretty much dried up. Like, there's nothing I can buy and sell right now. I kind of miss doing it though. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, Scotty, you tried silver dust? Oh man, those experiments though. Like basically what you do is just find like a really common item that's going to sell like a component and list it for 2 gems each and leave it in for days at a time and see if it's going to sell eventually. So I did that before and it took me 6 days and 9 hours to sell 50 gloom shrooms. Oh, yeah. I don't think it's worthwhile, but if you've got the market slots and you want gems that badly, then I guess so. But like taking up a market slot for an entire week for 50 gems, like that's pretty rough. That's very rough. Wow, Gardrick, that's pretty good, man. Like if you could find those niche items that people are actually gonna need and buy, I guess it makes sense, but I've never really thought about that before. I haven't spent time actually like researching those sorts of items. That's the thing too. I used to spend so much time in market, like just trying to find different items and stuff, trying to make gems. And like I used to spend like literally I would check it like 10, 20 times a day. Like anytime I was playing, my habit would just be jump on market and try to find good deals and free gems and stuff. But it just hasn't been priority for a long time now, and just not something that I've actively done. So I think it just looks different now. At this point, I wouldn't mind actually just like filling up all of these back racks with like tier 1 garbage gear. Like, obviously, it's time consuming, but it might be beneficial. I feel like no one's come in to sell me like resources or anything for such a long time. I don't know why. These handguns? Yeah, like nobody sells them, so I've just been making them myself. Like, obviously, it's time consuming, but I feel like I don't really have any other options. And that's the thing too. I'm pretty sure when I was crafting these just to master it, I was selling them in market for 10 times value, and I didn't realize that I should have just saved them for tier 8, but I didn't know that, so I was just selling them, and they were selling super well. But Alien War, what's up? Good to see ya. Hello, hello. Another thing that like some people will do is just spend the 18 gems to fill this up and get like 90 and then keep crafting these. And I guess it's an option for me, but I feel like it's not a good option by any means. Like 19 gems, even at like 200k each, like 3.8 mil. So really, the extra mitts that I would craft, is that going to make me 4 million gold? Probably not. So I don't think it's really worthwhile to do it. You know, like that's kind of how I justify it. Is, am I going to get that money back at any point in time? Will I get those 18 gems by crafting these more? And if not, then I'm kind of good with just hanging out. I mean, if I get a legendary, that's true, but I have not gotten one yet. I got 2 purples, 4 blues, and that's pretty much it at this point. Lots of greens, but nothing super exciting yet. If I do get a legendary though, I think I might just put it on my own dancer because my, where is he? This guy's got tier 3, so I'll probably switch it out, and if I craft a legendary, I'll put it on my own hero, probably. I've actually heard from a couple other people that have been crafting them a lot as well that nobody's got a good craft yet. Seems like they're pretty hard to come by. I wonder if there's like behind the scenes a different success rate for crafting legendaries and stuff if it is like a really rare best in slot item compared to just like a normal tier 9 or something. Like obviously there's, when you go to tier 1s, like a normal tier 1, I'm pretty sure there's like, for, yeah, like there's extra quality chance. So obviously crafting a legendary one of those is pretty common. But I mean, what if there was like a reduced legendary chance for like pack items or things that are in really high demand because they're best in slot? Like maybe there's not, but who knows? I was thinking too of like selling through all of my components because I have lots of them and I probably won't need them. I've got tons of stuff. But the thing is that I don't know what my crafting rotation is going to be, and I also don't know what the requirement is going to be for components, like for mastering like the tier 8s and tier 9s that I haven't started yet. And I guess I could go check that obviously, but I think it's smarter to just hang on to all of them, and if there is like a random lower tier component that I need for mastering like tier 9s, then at least I have them all, and then at that point I can go back and just sell through stuff because I still kill bosses and stuff pretty consistently. Guild perks, boosts, resource boost. So if I still kill the bosses, then obviously I'm still getting some of those components regularly, so it would make sense for me to be selling them in market, so I'm not just losing that little bit of money. I mean, it is pretty minuscule in the first few dungeons, but I think it still might be worthwhile doing. This little gold crown. It is a really beautiful thing. It does feel pretty good. Yeah, it's been a long time coming. I can't believe it. 16 months of playing with no Royal Merchant, and then finally level 80. It's pretty wild. And it feels so good to see that clean number 80 there too. Like that's why on the last stream all of the goals were ended with 8 or 80, just because I just thought it would be funny for everything to just be that as a theme. So now that I see it, it's like huge. Just gonna get there? No, really? Shoot. Please look at something. Yes. Beautiful. I was thinking that it would be cool to get to 300 million or 300 billion net worth on stream, but I just haven't been focusing on net worth in any capacity at all. So yeah, I don't know. Like maybe if we're getting close to 300 billion, then we might save it and do it on stream at some point. But I don't know. I haven't been focusing on net worth or like selling a lot of anything, so we'll see. This is another thing that I have to get used to doing. Like for the longest time, I wasn't doing bounties or tasks or yeah, tasks at all. Like these have been sitting here for how long? So like it would make sense for me to like switch it up and actually do them and get more spins and stuff, but it just hasn't been part of like my habits in game for so long that I seriously like don't even think about it anymore, which is kind of sad, but I definitely should. Gosh, that's annoying. Like only crafting one item, fully ascended, fully mastered. There's no way to reduce these resources. Nothing I can do, and I still don't have enough to continuously craft it. Pretty annoying. I mean, if this was level 18, then maybe it would be different, but holy, Kai has 44 billion in ether wealth. What a boss. That's insane. Ooh. Welcome back, Ruby. I wouldn't mind getting ether wealth to 18, though. That would actually be really nice. It would allow things to be quite a bit smoother in terms of my crafting. Whatever, I have 1.5 billion in it. It's like tied for my 4th highest tower. Yeah, I should drop another billion in it though, shouldn't I? You're not wrong. I need to stop slacking. Oh, here we go. I can just do this. Except for that. Nice. And in this one too, leaves definitely go up slower than oil does. Like it's a 4-to-1 ratio there, but the regen isn't 4-to-1 obviously. Like it's going to be skewed a little bit. So eventually you're gonna have to spend like a pack on or some tokens on some more herbs, but then I mean it clears up pretty quick, like the ratio. But this one I've been spending them lots in the last couple days, so just out. I mean, if 2.5 billion invested in 3 days is not enough for these guys, then obviously I belong in a different guild, and Ace will take me in. I know it. Well, maybe I don't know it, but I hope so. If he's even still here, but I think he would. I'm confident. That's what I'm talking about. You're an officer, right, Ace? In your guild? I know I looked it up before, but just curious. I should actually probably craft something with this leather. Like I could go in here, just find like a leather item and just craft a couple like random things like that, you know, just to like use it up and still be making something, but dude, that's amazing. 1,000,000,000,000 guild invests. That's awesome. I don't even know what we're at. Because you're on guild leaderboards, you were Rotten Vale. There we dude, 1,000,000,000,000. That's amazing. Congrats, dude. That's awesome. Dang, you guys have a lot of officers. That's sweet. Yo, did you guys hear that the license for them to have shop titans in the app store in China is like under review, or like they're applying for a new permit for it. So potentially soon it's going to be taken off the app store and they won't be able to update. So if tier 10 comes out, unless that gets done in time, no Chinese players will be able to play it. Like I don't know how it all works, if they can VPN or like figure out a way around it type thing. But yeah, like that's an official thing now. So it's pretty crazy. Like there might be a lot of players that end up not playing anymore, or like who knows what's gonna happen. It's pretty wild. Oh, I should have invested or discounted a bigger item. I didn't realize. All good. Lily said he'd go crazy if he didn't do bounties or goals. I mean, I totally get you, man. Think about this, dude. Before I got Royal Merchant, I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't crafting. All I was doing was buying from market, selling in shop, buying from market, selling in shop, selling for 2.1 million a customer, and just like that's all I did. I didn't craft anything. I didn't make money. I was losing money most of the time in market, and that's literally the entirety of my gameplay. So this for me is even like exciting compared to what I was doing for the last couple of months. So imagine like me actually doing bounties and tasks. Now we're really talking. We should actually buy one purgatory and finish that. I'm down. Axe 9 normal. Should have specified. There we go. We'll sell this. If anyone can actually wear it. Oh, there's an axe. And what? Oh my gosh. Come on. There we go. We did it. Craft 6 mountain mitts. I am crafting mountain mitts. Are you serious right now? There we go. Okay, how long till these quests are done? This seems like it's taking forever. 6 minutes. Okay. And if all these guys die too, I'm not going to be happy. The whole point of this was to create duo groups. I mean, I sent a red face Yami with one yellow face and hoped that it would work. So that's my fault 100%, but hopefully it actually starts to work. I might just have to, like, that's the thing too, is that because all this is new, I don't actually know what's going to work, what doesn't, what my good doers are going to be, what heroes are going to be good with what other heroes. Like if I sent a dancer with a Geo and then a spellblade with a berserker, maybe that's going to work better combo wise, or like what champions I can send with what heroes so that they can duo. Like I'll have to figure out the proper balance for it. But I think once I figure it out, it's going to be like super profitable and stuff. But it's just all new, so I don't know what it's going to look like. Oh boy. Sometimes I click too fast for my own good. Yeah, man, it's so nice when NPCs come in and just offer you like 10 items that are worth like a couple million each or something, or like 1.5 million each. Like, oh, it feels so good for real. I'll be sending 3 heroes to Castle Quest in 6 minutes, so that'll be done. And these Gales are going to be like my next major, like they're going to be in my crafting rotation soon. So, yes, thank you, girl. Let's go. Thank you, thank you. Been waiting for you. Finally. Oh yeah, that's true. I guess if you're selling on market, it's not quite as much, but still, yeah, it's still a good chunk of change. Like if you don't have to do anything, he offers it to you. You pay him 1 million, and you go to market and sell for whatever 7 million. Like, I'll take 6 million for free with no effort at all. Not gonna complain about that. Ace, I think it's 100% random, dude. Honestly, like I noticed that generally speaking, the the worker that comes in to offer you resources will choose a resource that's really low. And so because the ether was low for such a long time and it was at like probably the lowest amount out of everything, like respectively, I think that it allows it to be more likely that that chick's gonna come in. But I don't know if there's like a way to actually make it more of a priority for workers who come in to offer you stuff. I'm really not sure. Although that would be super nice. And I know that they're on a timer too. Like for the longest time, like I've told you guys, I would just have like all my racks out and I would have no bins at all. And so as soon as I would put a bin out, I would have a worker come in basically immediately. And it would always be for like the thing that I put out. Like let's say I put leather out and just started crafting like gloves or something just as like free fodder, just to like fill shelves or whatever. It was interesting because I'd have a worker come in within 2 minutes and just offer me leather because it was just automatic. But I'm assuming that if you have everything out, they will offer you something that's more beneficial to you. But I don't know. One of the new guild perks would be awesome. Choose which worker will come in to offer you stuff. I like that. We come up with so many good ideas streaming. Like for real, all the good ideas come streaming. That's true, Scotty. That would be really good too. More visitors offering refills. It's a good idea. Oh, actually, one of the guild perks that they did make public is that um the hold on. I'll show you. So when you go to like craft something, see how this is like you can only get 2 refills every 24 hours, and when you use one, then it takes 8 hours for a new one to come, that sort of thing. So one of the new perks is that you can basically unlock it so that you have more of those per day. So it's not just 3 per day, but it's going to increase. So I don't know what that looks like, if you can like increase the resources that you get or just the number of times, but that is in the new guild perks. Yeah. Which is quite exciting. That should be really good. Yo, Ace, do you want to jump on voice chat for a bit? Like on stream? If you're free, if not, no worries. Could you imagine if this random Gale that I made was like a legendary or something? That'd be so crazy. I would be upset that it wasn't the gloves, but it'd still be crazy. Oh, really? 2 gloves, 1 Gale. So that allows you to balance your tier 3 resources better? I guess that makes sense. Oh, I think they're done. Let's go. Alright, Ace, no worries, man. Just message me on Discord, and if I'm still going to be going for a bit and you're free, then we'll do it. Alright, let's do this. Duos. So it looks like Polonia and my Berserker. So we know what this looks like. Basically, she's probably going to die. He's not, and I'm going to get 20 items. They just beat him to death very slowly and painfully. I think she dies like 90% of the time or something. Almost didn't that time, though. 19 items. Sweet. And a blue. Nice. Good. Alright. Argon and a Spellblade. This was a green and yellow face, I think, so this one should be good to go. I think Argon and everyone, this is going to be successful. It's so nice that I get that extra reward. All right, Sia and my best guy, 2-shot, good. I'll consider that successful. All right, here's where things get interesting. Oh, this is my good spell blade, so this will be, or my good geo. All right, so this is Dancer and Spellblade, and these guys have purple and blue gear, so this will be interesting, but it looks like the Dancer is just destroying him. Okay, so this Dancer seems to do good. Excellent. They didn't get touched. That's the thing, 2 million a repair, but I mean, you're getting way more than 2 million there, so it's fine. Rudo and Spellblade. See, Rudo doesn't hit hard, but he does have a lot of health. Survive! Yeah, nice. Good stuff. Right, Berserker and Geo. This one should go well. It's a tank and one of the better damage dealers, so that one should be fine too. Nice. Looked like that was blue. Nice. Good stuff. Okay, cool. Let's keep rolling. So I only have one more champion left. If I send her with like, see that last time a red face and a yellow face failed, so I wouldn't mind sending it like that just in case. Don't really care. And then if we go, the Dancer did well last time, so if we send him like with like a weak Spellblade, hopefully that'll be okay. And then if we go with a Berserker and Spellblade, hopefully that goes okay. I guess you guys won't be able to see this because I probably won't stream that long, but one orange, one yellow. This is probably gonna be pretty normal that it's one orange, one yellow, but if that succeeds the vast majority of the time, then I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. Yeah, that was pretty good overall. Sell 5 spells. Spell, normal, no enchants. Who knew? I already had one. Oh, I have a ton of them. What am I doing? Okay, that's cool. We'll just prioritize them. It's actually weird, like, focusing on goals and actually doing, like, bounties and tasks and stuff. I just haven't done it for such a long time. And also it's weird because, like, let's say this wand, I've never looked at any of these gold ones because they're either ones that you need to be Royal Merchant or at least paid to do or spend gems to do it. So, like, literally I would just scroll through and not glance at any of the gold ones and just look at everything else. It's kind of weird. But I guess I can do that, and then that's a free quest finished. Yeah, that's another thing I've been trying to do. So when King's Caprice was here, I put out all my bins and not even remembering what level that they were at. So I had 3 of each tier 1 bin that were at level 14, and then I had 1 that was level 9. And then for these, I had 3 at level 13, and same with the jewels. But then I only had, or I didn't have any other ones even unlocked. Like I didn't have the 4th and 5th ones. So since then, I've been really focusing and working on getting that to a much better place, which has been fun actually. Like I unlocked my last 2 ether and jewel bins. All the ether ones are at level 13. The jewel ones is like 13 and like 11 or something. And then I've been working on upgrading like these bins up to 14 as well, so that next time that the big event comes, we'll be able to do quite a bit better. So that'll be sweet. I'm looking forward to it, because I did not do well on this last King's Caprice, mostly because I was focused on XP and stuff, but also I just wasn't prepared in terms of what my bins had available. So it'll be good to switch that up too. Arjun, you saw that? That's funny. He called that I could do the raid dungeon medium bounty before I even clicked on it. Had a boy. Oh. And that's the other thing, I'm not even used to crafting, so for me to be like looking down at my resources and seeing where I'm at and making sure that I'm like crafting consistently, it's not even on my radar. Like I don't even think about it. It's like I gotta retrain my brain, retrain like my way of thinking and playing, because like half the stuff in the game I wasn't doing, because for 2 months or longer than that, all I did was focus on net worth and just selling as much as I could and not even like playing properly. Like I was still making money and stuff, but it was going to things other than just investing in solid play. We were down below. Were we down below 100 mil, or we were close? We were down below 200 mil, I think. Also, things that I want to be checking that I never think of is like these samurai, because nobody's crafting them often, they'll get above like 200k, 300k. Like sometimes these tier 7s that nobody's crafting anymore will get like super expensive. Not right now, but often they will. So I like to go in and just like check, like if I get a stack of them, like these ones, if I get a stack of them, I like to go in and just see if there's anything that's going to be worth a lot more than what I'm going to get out of it in shop. And quite often there is. Gardrix, thanks for the follow, man. Actually, I haven't updated social goals for a while, so let's see if we've hit anything. We were only like 6 subs from hitting 1700 on YouTube when we started. Still 1696. Twitch follows, let's check it. $105. Nice, nice. I'm actually really enjoying how chill tonight is. It's so nice. It's been such a busy week. I've had the kids most of the week other than Tuesday when we were streaming, so this is nice. Holy Success City over here. So nice. Are you serious, Ark? If that's true, that's amazing, but alright, dude, I'll talk to you later. Dude, that is actually amazing. Enjoy that. That's awesome. See you later, Ark. What a hero. Who goes to a park to listen to jazz with their guildmate? Like, that's gotta be the coolest dude I've ever met. And I've never even met him. So, there you go. Okay, we did it. Aw, shoot. That's the other thing too. For resources, what do these need? So this is banner, banner. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna need these, which is annoying because that's what the what is it called? The cheapest runestone, chipped runestone. That's what that needs. So those are always expensive, but that's fine. So that means that I'm never going to need thread if I do these two. So I'm only going to need basically, I always forget what these are called, but basically these two, tentacle things and wings, and that's it. That's the only components that I'll need in my crafting rotation, which is sweet. Like I only need 4 different ones, and then otherwise I'm good to go. Kind of nice. What's up, Jason? No worries, man. Ask away. So yeah, I got, what is this? Nice. I got the packs or the new workers on Tuesday, like after stream, as you saw. And so, yeah, I started mastering stuff this week. So this is pretty much where we're at. So for crossbows, I've mastered the first 6 and just a little bit on this guy. And then for guns, mastered the first 7. Working on this guy right now. And for wands, mastered the first 6 and working on this guy. So the plan is to master all 9 tiers in all 3 of these as soon as possible. And then once that's done, my crafting rotation will be Mountain Man Mitts, Shields of Runestone, Maplewood Gale, and undecided, probably Berserker Stompers, and another thing that doesn't require tier 3 resources once I need it. Because if I ascend this, which I most likely will, just because it'll be like a long-term thing for me because it's the only other best in slot item that I have, or like good pack item that I have, then I'll probably end up ascending that. So there's a bit of a reduction on tier 3s there. So I might not need tier 3 reduction a ton on there, like for the red side, but yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, Gardrix, thanks, man. You have a great weekend too. See you later. Could you imagine if I had every single blueprint in all 3 of those lines already finished in like 3 days? Like that would be amazing. Oh, I saw it come up. I was so excited. Not quite. Close though. That would have been crazy if it was a good craft. No. Oh, I didn't realize that these filled up too. Oh yeah, just from questing. I keep forgetting that I get so many items from questing now. Like it's weird because before, when I didn't have anyone equipped, I was only sending them out to like tier 4 dungeons and they weren't getting like any items back hardly, and a lot of them were just sitting there doing nothing for a long time. So for me, like getting all of these items and being able to sell them continuously, like my item flow is just a lot slower and I'd have to buy everything. But this is just so different because like things actually fill up pretty quickly. Like especially if I'm questing a lot throughout the day, like I'll actually have like my inventory fills up a lot faster than it was before, so it just feels a lot different in terms of gameplay. Should have done this differently. Could have shown you a trick too. If you lock these items, then they get off the shelf at the back, and then you just unlock them and then put them on these shelves, and it's just a lot faster, but I did it the slow way. Oh, Kyrico, nice craft, man. Double legendary batons. Zachi or Jackie, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Hey man, just started this game 3 days ago and can't put it down. Also came across your videos. There's so much help. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Make sure you check out Starting Over, because I started a brand new account over there, and just talked through like all the early game stuff. So actually, with that in mind, I'm just gonna start a straw poll here real quick. Let's just vote if we're gonna jump over to the other account and play for the last half hour or not. So let me do that, and then Ace just yeah, I'm totally up for it. Let's see if we can get this thing working. Just gonna put up a straw poll, see if you guys want to play on the other account or you just want to chill here. I'm good either way. I'm more than happy. We're probably only going to be on for another half hour, an hour or so. Yeah, we're good to go. The stream can't hear you yet, but one sec. All right, there's your straw poll. Let's go. Sweet. You're good to go? All right, man. So stream should be able to hear you now.
Okay.
Sweet. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, cool. Yeah, you're good. All good. I don't think I've ever talked to you before, have we?
No, we haven't been in a voice chat before.
Sweet. But you are on the list for your shop at some point.
Yeah, I think I'm a bit down the list.
Okay.
Yeah.
I finished editing another one last night, so probably end up recording another one on Tuesday or something like that. But
cool.
Yeah,
you've been doing what, like one a week?
Yeah, average. Kind of depends on how my week looks, but yeah, usually one a week is pretty normal.
Yeah, it's cool. I watched a few of them.
It's crazy how different they all feel from each other. Like,
yeah, people
everyone's just at a different
like,
spot.
Yeah, really different play styles.
Yeah, it's interesting though.
Yeah, people like take directions with their gameplay that never would have occurred to me.
Yeah. And it seems like no matter what point they're at, they always have something like a unique insight or like thing that they do that I've never thought of, or just way that they decide to play the game. And some people, I think their personality comes out a lot too, where like some people don't want to get into like every little detail and they just want to like play and enjoy the game. And if this feels good, this works, then I'm just going to do that. And then some people, it's like, well, I just want to like optimize every single thing and like switch gear back and forth from heroes and all that stuff. And oh, it's crazy.
Yeah, I saw. I'm not sure if it was the last one or the one before, where someone was like switching their gear every quest.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I could never do that.
No, I'm disinterested. You must have been playing for a long time then, if you're like an officer in a top 20 guild or top 25.
Yeah, I think I just got my 12-month Royal Merchant
Oh wow.
like a couple weeks ago, and I got it shortly after starting playing, so I've been playing for like just over a year.
Okay, cool. That's sweet.
Yeah, I thought it was like right at the beginning of the game, but you've been playing for what, like 3 more months than that, like a year, 3 months.
Since June sometime. I don't actually know exactly when, but I just know that I had tier 6 mastered at the end of August. So I'm assuming that I was playing for a couple months before that.
Mhm.
But I don't know like an exact date or anything. I'm not sure.
Yeah, when I like first like with like any mobile game I play, I just like downloaded it, not really thinking much of it, and then a year later here I am, and I've sunk
Yeah.
who knows how many hours into it.
All right, we're gonna switch over to the other account too right now, so I'll be a little bit distracted, but
All right, what's the other count at right now?
level 35.
Cool.
I haven't played it on stream since last Friday, I think. Um, but I played on it a little bit in the meantime. I got kicked from my guild because they wanted to actually progress, and they were at 17 players, and I wasn't contributing anything, obviously. So they were like, "Yeah, sorry, dude, you're gonna have to find a new home." But it's all good. Like, no hard feelings at all. I totally get it. I was not active by any means.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty much just doing furniture upgrades in like a pretty low level guild right now. So if anyone from chat wants to recruit me, please send an invite. That would be amazing. And yeah, we've just been like, what? I don't know what that meant. So yeah, we've just been cruising along. It's been fun. Just been basically trying to master items, selling and market for 10 times more, trying to save gold because I realized when I hit level 40, there's like 25 million worth of. Oh, hold up. There we go. There's like 25 million worth of upgrades that I need to do, and I've been just spending all of my money on XP, essentially just buying stuff and not making any money on it. So definitely
Mhm.
need to switch things up a lot.
There's like so many slots to buy early game. You're always like
Oh,
out of money.
yeah, for real. It's crazy.
Yeah, which is my sister just started playing like a couple months ago,
Oh, yeah?
like pretty casually, but I forgot like how much stuff you're like constantly trying to save up for early game.
Mm-hmm. I think before this point in time, it hasn't been bad by any means. But as soon as I saw everything that I need to unlock for level 40, I was like, oh boy, this is a lot. Like the shop expand is 10 mil, market slot is a couple mil, hero slots I have 4 mil that I need to do right now, all the extra furniture that I need to buy, and then like even like counter and stuff like that is 3 million each right now, like for upgrades. So everything just adds up a lot. By the way, here's my ID if anyone wants to look me up.
What's the max item level you can buy in market at the moment?
6. I think it's
When do
6
you
anyway.
Yeah.
And I think I just got it. It was like level 35 that 6 was unlocked. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's like every 5 levels you get one.
Yeah, something like that. I also have a ton of broken gear, but I just haven't actually taken any time at all to like fix anything. Oh, ice pick. Nice. That might sell for 10 times. Oh, a legendary from a chest. I figured I'd wait to open all these up on stream. Dude, I'm gonna have so many
Okay.
components. Another blueprint. It's crazy. Another blueprint. What is going on?
The lower tier chests have higher drop rate, although that's still pretty good to get.
3. Wow.
Yeah, it's 3% on the load chest, whereas it's like 0.5% on the top ones, and then you get 4 rolls at it.
Oh, okay. That's actually not too bad.
Yeah.
All
That's still
right.
pretty good. You just got 3 out of what, 7 chests?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's still pretty good, but
It is good. Sweet. I got a couple of tier 5s and I'm not even close to crafting those yet. So pretty much, I don't really know what I'm going to be doing now because like all this stuff that I'm making, I can sell in market for 10 times. And it sells quickly, so I don't really want to sell it in my shop and like lose that much money, but I still need to be making XP, so I don't really know what I should be doing if I'm honest. Like I pretty much just want to save money until level 40 and just make XP slower. So I don't really know if I should just like craft some tier 1 stuff just as like energy fodder so I can still be like speeding things up or what.
is your inventory fine?
Yeah, I've got
Like,
lots.
yeah. Probably, I feel like having a lot of tier 1 fodder is good.
I mean, just selling my tier 3 stuff in shop isn't bad. It's not like I'm losing like a ton of money. It's just in market you can make so much that it's just such a huge benefit, you know?
Yeah. What's that? What's that like level of gear? That like tier 3, 4 gear markup in market like?
10 times. Everything's 10 times. Like it's
Oh,
actually
okay.
ridiculous.
I didn't realize it was that high.
Yeah. Someone says, I've got one question right now. I'm level 27. Currently, I have my recipes unlocked to level 4. Should I focus on mastering all these recipes before picking 4 things to main? I would say so for sure. Just because you need to give yourself time for your furniture upgrades to finish. Because if you try to rush to higher level, like higher tiers of stuff, I just don't see it as beneficial necessarily. Because you're not going to have the energy to like surcharge it properly and stuff. So I think it just makes a lot more sense to just master things as you go, and you can still sell pretty much all like tier 1 to 3, 1 to 4 in market for like max value anyway, so it's not like you're losing out on anything. What's up, Dana? Good to see you, man. I just switched over from the main account like 2 minutes ago. You missed it. No, I'm doing good, man. Tonight's stream's been pretty chill. Ace from chat's hanging out with me. He's an officer in top 25 guild, so it's been good just chatting.
Yo. The other thing about crafting, when people like rush to craft T9, which I like totally understand the impulse for, is those high tier crafts aren't actually as profitable as they seem because of the components.
Yeah.
So you're basically like breaking even on the craft, and then the surcharge is what is giving you money because the items are worth like 400k, but that's how much the components cost.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. I mean, you can sell and market for more, but then you're not really doing much in your shop at all.
Yeah.
If anyone's got an open spot in guild, I mean, hit me up. I'm up for it.
We had a spot and just filled it this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Funny timing.
All good. See, this is what I'm saying for a lot of people. It's like this one, I would need 270 energy to surcharge it, and I only have 800. So since it's like 40% of my energy pool, it's just like so clunky to try. Like even if I small talk this and it's successful, I might get like 60 more, but then I'm still like 30 short. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I just don't like it when you're trying to sell things that are way too high for your level. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I think that's honestly like the biggest bottleneck when leveling and like going through the game is when your furniture upgrades just aren't on par with your tier. Like even people who've got so many bins out just so they can try to craft tier 9 because everything's such a low level, like one, it doesn't make sense for them to craft that that stuff right now. It doesn't make sense for them to try to sell that stuff, and they're just doing it because there's a bigger price tag attached to the item. But in the end, I feel like it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense.
What are you upgrading at the moment?
On thing right now, just because like the only thing that I can upgrade. Hold on. Yeah, I have no level 3s anymore. It's just one level 3.
Hmm.
I guess that might work. Just because, like, even at a really low level guild like this, usually I won't even get 5 helps.
Oh yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out, like, if I start an upgrade now, I have to make sure that it finishes before I go to bed, or else I'm wasting, the overnight time, which obviously isn't a
Yeah,
huge deal,
totally.
but still.
I'm like really uh I love to be like really efficient, and it really hurts me when I don't. So sometimes I'll like start a craft, and then it'll be like my bedtime, but I only have 4 helps in, and then you have to like stay up for someone to get that help. I usually just ping someone in Discord.
Oh, yeah, I gotcha.
I can't let it finish like an hour after I go to bed and then have 7 hours of downtime.
Yeah. See, here's the other thing that's annoying. Because I was in such a high level guild before, my resource regen was so fast that I'd be crafting things constantly, and here I am. I've sped stuff up, and now I'm sitting here doing nothing because I don't have. You know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah,
just.
yeah.
It's so annoying. Yeah, but maybe I just took advantage of being in a high level guild, and now I'm slowing myself down. Yeah, Dana, I'll jump in that voice chat later with you guys. I'd love to check it out. They're checking out beta right now, so I'll jump in there later. That'll be fun.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Whatever.
When
Dana said there's a first for everything for me dropping a big invest. So rude. Sorry, what were you saying?
so when you do the beta, it just like clones your account,
Yeah,
and then you're playing like a separate instance essentially.
yeah, pretty much. And
Got it.
it doesn't affect your current gameplay at all. It's pretty much just you existing elsewhere and being able to like try some stuff out, but it doesn't really do anything for you, or it won't change the main account anyway.
Are you still in Storm's End? Like, is that guild still
Yeah, yeah. So
existing there?
like when we were in the beta for King's Caprice, like him and I were still contributing to like the final number for our guild, so we could see like what each other had done in the beta and stuff.
Hmm.
So in terms of your gameplay, then are you like pretty much max energy then, or getting
Oh, I'm
close?
not even close.
Oh, really?
Uh, no, I'm at 4,300 right now. But
Okay, cool.
that's with bins out. I'm crafting.
Oh, so
I've
you're
got
pretty good then.
14 bins out. I
Nice.
actually just took an inventory yesterday, and it's gonna take me another 5 months to get my racks done.
Really? Unless you just
Yeah,
spend like a ton of gems or something.
yeah. Or it's 17,000 gems, so I just wanted to rush it.
Ouch. Crazy. So what is 5 months then? Like that's just letting timers go the whole time, or what?
Yeah. Well, that's with 'cause I use the VPN trick, so
Oh,
that's
okay,
with
gotcha.
the 5 helps in the VPN. Yeah, that's how much raw time I have to wait to finish if I don't gem.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it takes a while. So I'll probably, I mean, I don't know. I'm saving my gems right now until after 5.1, like just in case there's something that I need them for.
Yeah. Oh, okay,
Um,
gotcha.
and then assuming I don't need anything for that, I'll probably drop a bunch of gems on. I only have 78 slots right now, so I'll get the last 2 slots and then rush some 15 upgrades.
Oh, okay. I'm just switching my shop around because I had it closed, but there's no point now because I'm not trying to like rush um, XP. I just want to save money and sell everything, so it doesn't really matter as much. And at this point, with this plus sign stupid thing that people voted on, Like my shop is just going to be so ugly for a long time.
Which thing people
Like we
voted
voted
on?
on what my shop layout was going to be, and everyone voted on it
Oh,
being like a plus sign. So now it just looks ridiculous.
like a hospital.
Oh, I love you guys, but I think it was a bad decision. I'm not gonna lie. All right, good enough.
I think I did like a T, like a capital T,
Oh, okay.
when I was first doing it. And then I had like all my bins in the back spot.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Because I think for me, once I get this last upgrade and I have the plus sign, then I'm probably gonna put my resource and bins in the back, and then maybe like cross this off with tables along the middle, and then have like my different types on either side type thing. Like I can probably make it look decent once that's done, but
When I was first playing, like everywhere you looked, like people gave the advice that buying the shop expansions was the best use of gems. So I just saved all my gems basically from like as soon as I started playing, and then as soon as I hit level 50, I had like just barely enough, like 200 extra gems left to buy the last 3 expansions after getting all the gold unlocks.
oh yeah, nice.
So I went from the capital T just immediately to having the full shop.
That's awesome, actually.
Yeah, it was
Um,
pretty cool.
this is his shop.
It's not set up right now.
That's what everyone says when I visit. They're like, "Wow, I should have
Yeah,
cleaned up. I should have made this look better."
yeah.
There it is.
It's one of those things like you just, tweak a little thing because you're just trying to fix it right now and not set it up for the future, and then it ends up just being laid out all clunky.
Mm-hmm. And then you get company unexpected, and it's just terrible.
Yeah. I've got the open shop layout right now, not because it's like more efficient or anything, but um, I just don't like having to micromanage the inventory. And the way I'm playing right now is instead of playing constantly, I like just tab in every couple minutes, clear out all my customers, tab out, and
Oh, I
tab back
see.
in when they've accumulated.
Yeah. Dana asked how I'm feeling about Royal Merchant. Dude, it's been awesome. It's been really good. Because I couldn't spend gems, I just finished equipping heroes on stream and spent a couple thousand gems to finish off some enchants and like some more rare items and stuff. So I haven't really got the feel of like questing down so much. And also I've just been mastering items. So I mastered 23 items in the last 3 days. But once I actually have all of those 3 lines mastered, then I'll be a lot more focused on just having like a profitable rotation. So things are a little messy still, but all in all, man, it's feeling really good. I'm loving it.
Being able to repair gear is just, I mean, that's like the main draw of Realm Merchant.
Yeah.
And that's what got me to buy it in the first place, was getting tired of my gear breaking. And then
Yeah.
it's just so nice. And especially now because I have the full 12 months, so all the gear's half off to repair.
Oh, yeah, that's so nice. Dana, I still have over 2,000 shards, I think. I wouldn't mind actually because I'm surcharging this like bigger stuff. I guess I could still buy enchants and still be making money by surcharging them. Like I could still buy 17 of each enchant and still make money. Oh, it's so nice having that surcharge thing because like these luxurious things, I still have like 50 of them or something, and they even with the discount take like 200 and something energy. So it'd be nice if I could get through the majority of these like right away. Is that 808? What's up, man? Good to see you. Like one of the OG crew for your shop episodes, one of the first. Where are you from? States? Did I lose
So
you?
sorry. Are you talking to me?
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm from California.
Oh, okay, cool. Nice.
Yeah, I just moved to San Francisco a couple months ago.
Cool. Enjoying it? It's smoky out there right now, hey?
Yeah, it was really smoky for a couple days there. It's mostly gone away at this point. Um, it's cool. I mean, you can't really enjoy a lot of the things in the city right now, because everything's like locked down.
Yeah, so true.
But
Yeah.
I'll drop a picture I took in my apartment building in Discord. It was crazy for I think it was like 2 weeks ago. Um, just like looking outside, it looked like you were in like Star Wars or something.
It was actually really smoky here even for quite a while, and I didn't know that it was like the fires were still so bad, but I guess they are.
Where are you?
Up in Alberta in Canada, but there's a lot of fires in BC right now, so we were getting quite a bit of smoke down here too.
Okay, yeah, I've never been up there. I've been to Vancouver, but I know some people have gone over to Calgary, but I've never been over myself.
It's about 2 hours from where I live is Calgary.
Cool.
Yeah, Dana, I plan on saving them. I did ascend a couple things that I knew was going to be in my rotation for a period of time. But yeah, I saved the vast majority of all of my shards.
All right, I dropped a picture in Discord.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Everything just looks brown.
yeah, no filters or anything. That's just what it looked like outside.
Wow, that's crazy. All right, I think I'm gonna dip pretty quick here. I just wanted to play on the new one for a few minutes, but pretty much on this new account, I think we're just gonna be like mastering tier threes. We'll move on to tier fours when we're done. Keep saving money, and then when we hit level 40, we'll really be able to ramp things up with the new expand and stuff like that. But it's pretty chill right now, honestly. Like customer flow is pretty slow. I mean, we should probably fill all this stuff with tier ones, but then tier ones are all 10 times value, so I'm not gonna buy them. Just I don't know, man. Early game just seems so messy.
Yeah,
Weird.
you have like the I don't know effect of like higher level players, like the gold to tier ones and low tier items just not mattering, so you get like weird market stuff, I guess.
Yeah. Is this gonna work? Oh my gosh. Oh, it just seems so messy. Actual, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you.
All right, I made a stack of pirate hats if you want them.
I wouldn't say no.
Of course not. Um, see, I guess it's better if I offer them because then you don't need the tax.
It's better if I request and then I can just
Yeah,
request for 1 coin more than Pirate hats are tier 5, right?
pirate hats are tier 6, and they
Oh,
have
there we go.
the tier 1 light chant on them.
Oh, okay. So if I go like low amount of gold with tier 1 light,
Yeah,
okay, they are up. Oh, they didn't work because I requested for too low. Shoot. See, that's the thing. It doesn't tell you what like the minimum amount to request is.
yeah, I've noticed that when I try to find stuff. And then also because you can't even calculate it. I mean, I guess you could, because you don't have the 1.25
Oh yeah.
bonus for having it mastered.
Okay, there we go. It's up. 10,000.
See if I can find it.
Someone messaged me asking about how active I'll be in this guild and like on this account. Not active. That's why probably no one wants me in their guild, because I stream this account for a few hours a week, and then otherwise I just do upgrades and like try to make money. But no, I will not be. This account will never be a RobMauds. I'm sorry. He will be a RobMauds, and he will be broke, and my guild will be sad. I would really like to try to get through all of these Lux charms though, because they are a huge energy sink, and if I can do it at 25% less, it makes it so much easier. Oh, there we go. They started selling, or buying, I should say.
Yeah, I'm fulfilling. I don't know how to do it all at once. I'm just doing it one at a time. It'd be really nice if there was like a times 25 button, especially when you're buying components.
Oh my goodness, it'd be so nice.
Yeah, although I know there's like, it'd be like, you know, there'd be some complications with like various or variable listing prices and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I think they leaked that one of the, or like spoiled that one of the guild perks is going to be bigger stack sizes for marketplace.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
So
Yep.
that'll be nice.
Yeah, it will be really nice.
It's also really convenient timing because my guild like just finished upgrading everything, so it gives us, you know, the next level of perks.
Dane, are you still here? If so, I'll show you where my main's at, and then I'm probably gonna call it for streaming soon, and then I'll jump on with you and Rega. I'm wondering, like, yeah, what that stack thing is gonna look like. Like, if it'll just be like only selling, and you can just like go up to like 30 or 35 items or something. You know what I mean? Like, if it's not really gonna be as extreme as we hope.
Even if you could just like request stacks of 100 instead of 50, that'd be great. Right, that's like half as many stacks you have to request.
Yeah, it's true.
But I guess you're going to be finding out in just a few minutes here, right?
Maybe. It's actually incredibly nice. Like, I still think about it often, how appreciative I am to have an actual working PC now instead of my MacBook Air. And I can actually like move windows around and open other things and check messages and like do things that I would normally do. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's incredibly nice that I don't even have to think about like exiting Steam, relogging into another account, all that kind of stuff. It's so nice.
Yeah, I'm definitely like a heavy PC user, and I don't know how people work with like their, you know, MacBook Airs or whatever.
Pretty painful.
Yeah, the multiple monitors, it's just something that like I started, I don't even know, 6 or 7 years ago, and I just cannot go back even for like a day.
Yeah.
I had a job like 5 years ago where I had to use a single monitor desktop, and it was like so painful.
All right, Dana, let me just show you. Here we go. So essentially, I started mastering items like the last 3 days. So I mastered 6 of the crossbows, 7 of the guns, and 6 of the wands, and I'm working on the next these 4 essentially. And then I got chiseled runestones and mountain mitts, and I ascended them just because these are going to be like my main items for the ether side of things. And then I haven't spent any other shards. I was thinking about doing it with the Gale, but I'm just going to wait to see, like, having more info. So that's pretty much it. Just grinding gold at this point. In terms of heroes, I finished everyone with all blue except for epic weapons. Everything's enchanted just with walrus, so that I can be more profitable and less break chance. I don't really care about all the extra stats of stuff, and they have extra health, so hopefully they can duo better. And that's pretty much it. So sent out my first pack of like duo quests earlier. 1 out of 8 died, but it was just because I sent 1 red face and 1 yellow to see what would happen, and they barely didn't make it. But yeah, man, it's been sweet so far. Been making some good gold and just focusing hard on. I mean, it's a little messy now because 1, I haven't figured out my heroes and like if they can duo and like what I need to send each other with. But once I figure that out, I think it'll be pretty self-explanatory. Shoot. And then once I have like all the rest of these 3 lines mastered, then it'll be, I think, a lot cleaner because I'll just have like a 4-item crafting rotation, stick to it, and just be focused on making gold until I hit some goals. So that's pretty much it, man. It's feeling good. Looks good. Yeah, I can't believe I mastered 23 items in the last 3 days. Oh, so awesome. Loving it. Alan, thanks for tuning in, man. No worries. All right, y'all. I'm gonna jump off. Thanks for jumping on here too. I don't know. Should I call you by your? I'm assuming like your YouTube name is your first name, and then your other one is like your gamer name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
What do you
I
go
mean,
by?
whatever.
Okay.
People in guild call me, either hero or small fry. That's like when I'm gaming. That's kind of like what I go
Okay.
by. But
Gotcha. Sounds good, man. Well, thanks for chatting with me. That was good. I'll hit you up when I've got some time, potentially Tuesday or at some point soon, and we can do a your shop. That'd be sweet.
yeah, thanks for having me, man. It was fun.
Man. All good.
Take it easy.
Yeah, later. Sweet, sweet. All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. It's been a good 3 hours, but I'm gonna call it for tonight. But I'll see you guys Tuesday at the normal time. So have a good evening. Thanks for hanging out.